Hey guys, it's Daniel. The following is from Kurt Cobain regarding In Utero's mix. As is well documented, the mixing on In Utero was a significant source of controversy. If you'd like to see the interview I did with In Utero's producer Steve Albini, where he talks about this and more, the link is available below. As per Kurt Cobain, here's what he had to say. Quote, "The first time I played In Utero at home, I knew there was something wrong. The whole first week I wasn't really interested in listening to it all, and that usually doesn't happen. I got no emotion from it. I was just numb. So for 3 weeks, Chris, Dave, and I listened to the record every night trying to figure out what was wrong. My A&R man said, 'I don't like the record, it sounds like garbage. There's way too much effect on the drums, you can't hear the vocals.' He didn't think the songwriting was up to par. A few other people, our management, our lawyers, didn't like the record either. I couldn't really say much to anyone because at the time, I wasn't sure what I wanted to change on the album. We finally came to the conclusion that the vocals weren't loud enough, and the bass was totally inaudible. We couldn't hear any notes that Chris was playing at all. I think there were a few songs on In Utero that could have been cleaned up a bit more. Definitely Pennyroyal Tea, that was not recorded right. That should have been recorded like Nevermind because I know it's a strong song, a hit single. You hit and miss. It's a really weird thing about this record. I've never been more confused in my life, but at the same time, I've never been more satisfied with what we've done. The mastering was a very important part of what happened, which I hadn't realized before because when we brought the tapes home from the studio and put the tape in our home studios, it sounded very different to what we heard in the studio. For about 3 weeks, we were baffled ourselves. We didn't know what was wrong. So I wasn't looking forward to hearing it when usually I'll listen to what we just recorded a lot to scrutinize it. I could not put my finger on it at all. I couldn't tell what was wrong. Then, again, after about 3 weeks, we all realized the vocals weren't loud enough. We just hadn't spent enough time on the mixes. The mixing we did with Steve Albini was on the average of 1 hour. It was so fast, it was ridiculous. We haven't recorded that way for a long time. That's not the way we want to mix anymore. It's not a matter of money because we spent a lot of money and the actual recording of the album cost $17,000, which is nothing for a major label release. It just took a long time to figure out exactly what was wrong. We decided to take a chance on remixing 2 of our favorite songs to make sure the vocals would be loud enough. The rest of them we thought we'd take the chance of improving them during the mastering. Mastering is an amazing thing. You can really change a lot of things. You can take the vocals completely out or turn them up 4 or 5 decibels. That took care of it. We'd realized the bass wasn't audible enough and the vocals were too quiet. And that's about it. But that's all we changed, and now we're 100% satisfied. I wouldn't change anything now, though there was that 3 weeks when it's true we didn't know what we were going to do.